What's happening, guys? Today's video is going to be all about the Brinsea Over Easy 190 incubator. It's a piece of equipment that we've just bought for ourselves and our little farm. So hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. What's happening, folks? Why are you laughing at me already?
You're so noisy. Charlie's in bed.
Oh, sorry. Charlie's asleep.
Yeah.
So I've got to do a silent unboxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay. Not going to happen. Right. What's happening, folks? I've got a new toy. Come yesterday. This is a Brinsea. This is a Brinsea 190 Over Easy egg incubator. And this little box here, this is the humidity water controller. So Brinsea say that these incubators, they're like, the percentage is like nearly 100%. They're so efficient, like the temperature control, the humidity control, the egg turning, everything's just absolutely second to none. They're a British company. It come really, really quick. Every time I run them or emailed them, they emailed me straight back. So shout out to Brinsea. Brinsea are brilliant. So this is the back of it, isn't it? It's well packed though, isn't it?
Very well packed. There goes the foam at the front.
This is upside down. It's upside down. The box said this way up.
Mhm.
This is the way they pack them.
Floor.
Look at that little beauty. Cool, isn't it? Wicked. So these are your egg trays. You get three egg trays. I think it holds, what is it, 190 in it?
Something like that.
190 eggs.
190.
Yeah, 190 eggs. So I don't know how many that is per tray. It's 190 overall.
Oh.
I think 190 eggs it'll hold. Oh right, yeah. You've got to settle this up as well.
What's that, Dave?
What?
That.
This is.
Is that just packaging?
No, it's not.
Oh.
No. So there's a. From what I was reading, so this is the water pump.
Mm.
This is like a thing that you can buy extra. So this water pump will feed water from a tube into here, and then it will kind of saturate this.
Mm.
You know, like in that incubator we fill reservoirs up with water.
Yeah.
This one you don't fill any reservoirs up, it just soaks into this.
Right.
And the pump plugs into the incubator, so the incubator talks to the pump and tells the pump how much water to pump into the incubator, and it just drips it in there really, really slowly until the humidity is exactly where you want it.
Right.
It's quite clever. And then this is like a, I think that's got something to do with it. That kind of goes in there. Listen, I've got to go through it all. The instructions and everything. But yeah, these are your egg separators. So.
Oops, sorry.
So you take one of these, and depending on what eggs you're going to do, if you're going to do duck eggs, you'll do them differently. You put these in like that. You put your eggs in there. And you can choose what size you want to do. If you want to do little quail eggs, you can do them smaller. If you want to do big duck eggs, you can do them bigger. Or if you're going to do emu eggs, and then they just go perfectly in there like that. That's it. And then these trays, they'll tilt. And then there must be more to it than this. You've got 1, 2. Oh, I know. Did they go like that? I think these are the hatches. That's what these were for. So you put these little pins in. So you know when your eggs are sticking up like that, and you put them in. You put them in the incubator, point down, didn't you?
Yeah.
On day 18, when you take them and lay them on their side, that's where they go, in there. And they'll go in the bottom like that. You know what I mean?
Right, so that'll keep the baby chicks from getting out.
Yeah, so you got 1, 2, 3 for eggs, and 1 at the bottom for a hatcher. So the idea is that this week we'll collect enough eggs to put in there. The following week we'll put enough to go in there. The following week we'll put enough to go in there, and this one will go down there and hatch. So effectively, by having 3 trays and 1 hatcher, we can have a batch of chicks every week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Though you can put them all in at once, but I think then you'll have too many hatching at once. You want to do
you need to
for
separate them. Yeah.
So the eggs are going there. On day 18, they go in there, and then you put more eggs in.
Just a question.
Yeah.
Random one. Those trays, can they go in the dishwasher?
Yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah, I definitely would have thought so.
Because I hate washing up.
Yeah, man. So, right. Yeah, washing up soap. That thing there, it's a nightmare, isn't it?
Oh.
The little one.
You have to unscrew things.
Yeah,
and
they've given you
an American one.
Yeah, but they do ship all over the world. Well, not in a minute, they're not. There's your vents, so they all open and close wherever you need them to. That's where the pump goes. It talks to it. Let's get the pump out. So yeah, we've got to sort all this out. There's all this tubing and that. And there's a special way that the pump
comes out the box.
There's a special way the pump comes out the box. But no, there's a special way that the pump works. From what I was looking online, that piece there, that just continuously spins when it's taking water. And you'd think that gets wrapped up in it, but it doesn't. I'll have to show you how it all works later, but it's really clever. And when that spins, it just takes a tiny bit of water. You'll see when it works. It's really, whoever thought of it, it's amazing how they've made it work like that. Yeah, they sell this and all these models without this, but without it, I don't know how you would control the temperature yourself. You know. Yeah, it just goes on there like that. You just leave that on there, plugged into that, and it'll just take water as it needs it. But I've got to work out where all the tubing all goes, because it's different for every model. They do one bigger than this, they do one smaller than this, they do tiny little ones that take about 6 eggs if you want. And you can have this pump working with a lot of their products, but each product's got its own way of wiring the water into the incubator. So yeah, that's it. Well pleased. So I'll get a little play around with this now for a bit, and when it's all set up, I'll let you know how we're getting on. All right, over and out. What's up, you guys? So just doing the old setup, just trying to figure out how everything all works and everything. The instructions are really clear, and I went on YouTube and had a look at some people's videos that they've done of their setup. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward really. The first thing I've done is got these trays, and they come with these little dividers that just like literally just slot in like that, and you can put them wherever you need to. Like some of our eggs that we've got, whoops, are really tiny. These are from like a lavender Pekin, and then we've got other eggs like our Easter egger, so you can see the difference in size. So for the bigger ones, you know, you're looking at, wow, let's have a look. There's 4 gaps in between each of these, and that fits quite nicely. And then if you go down to one with just 3 gaps, that fits pretty nicely and all. So yeah, it's pretty versatile. You can move these to wherever you need to whatever size egg you've got. Obviously I would keep Pekins all in this row, and then the green eggs all in one row to kind of obviously make the most of the dividers. So that's that. And then the next thing I needed to sort out was the humidity pump. So like I said, I read the instructions. This little part of it's really important. So there's a little diagram on the front saying that it's got to go around and under like this. And the idea is that this spins, and whilst it's spinning, it draws the water from the reservoir up the pipe and into the incubator. The humidity pump's actually connected to the incubator, so they kind of talk to each other. The incubator tells the pump how much water it needs, and then you get a lot of this stuff. It comes with tons of it, because I think, you know, maybe every few months you might need to change it. You get extra piece of this. This one doesn't need changing as much apparently, but you've got this tube and this tube are the same sort of tube, so if you ever need to replace it, they give you loads of it, and you can order more online anyway. But this is the thicker tube. This is the one that wraps around, and you have to kind of stretch it, and then this little bracket here, it kind of just keeps it tight. You have to kind of put it out. It's like obviously elasticated. Whoops. One sec. Yeah, so once you've wrapped it round here where you need to, you pull it really tight. In that little groove it goes, and it'll go down into the little slot next to the little water droplets there. And like I say, you cut this piece to length, and then inside the same pack as the rest of the spare tubing, you get this little rigid section. And the idea of that is, you take this part, which is the water reservoir, and what you do, you put, comes with this, that's supposed to go in and push down like that, but it won't actually go in the incubator like that. So what you have to do is, I'm trying to do this one-handed. How can I do this? Steph? Can you just come here for a second, please? So I was just saying, this tube comes from the humidity pump down through the hole with the water droplets, and then it comes into the incubator. And all you've got to do is just, with the rigid section that you've added to the flexible tubing, just stick that somewhere in the top like that. Alright, yeah, that's really nice. So, yeah, put it in Yeah, that's gonna be alright. Yeah, so I'll just show you. I'll put it in at a bit of an angle like that. Slide it in. And then push it back up again so it's kind of sitting vertically like that. And that's it. What I've got to do now is fill this with water, turn it all on, and then I can start figuring out the settings on it. It's good stuff. Look, see how you can put different size eggs in? You know, just put rows of them, put these wherever you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's good, isn't it? Because that thing, you can't, the lid don't even close for these eggs, does it?
No, you can't.
We can only put tiny eggs in it.
Yeah.
The lid don't go on otherwise.
No.
Duck eggs, no chance.
No, no chance with duck eggs.
So, that's cool.
We've been eating them instead.
Right. Well, I'm happy with that. What's next? Oh. What are you doing, nutcase? What should we do? Where should we put this? Where should we set her up? Power. So what's going here then?
Oh, it smells new.
It smells new.
Yeah, you know when something smells new.
So, now I've just got to figure out how to do anything. Cool, alright, stay tuned. This little pump, this is what I'm saying, I just thought that was fascinating, how it works. That little thing on top there, it spins around, and I didn't quite catch it on film, because it happened quite quickly. It started spinning, it drew the water out of the reservoir, and I watched the water go all the way down the pipe, and start saturating this sponge thing that's in here. Wow, it's got really warm in there already. It's brilliant. So, yeah, so I'll set what you got to do with all the settings. The first thing you do is you press the minus and the plus button together, and that takes you straight into temperature. So if I wanted to adjust the temperature, I'll just simply press OK, and then I can go up in gradients of 0.1%. So I've got mine set at 37.5. Press OK, and it'll take you to the next setting. And they're on here as well. This is the humidity. So if I press OK, I've got it set at 45 humidity at the minute. So this will just keep spinning slowly until the humidity level gets up to 45%. If I go all the way to the end of the settings, it'll have a save option, and I just press OK. So at the minute it's humidity is at 30%, and that's why there's a little star between the H and the 31. That means that it's increasing the humidity, just like the temperature at the top. After the T there's a little star there, and that indicates that it's still raising the temperature. That should go off when it gets to 37.5. There you go, and it's just flashing now. Should go off soon. There you go. Yeah, so it's gone off. There you go. And it'll just keep regulating that temperature with the fans and whatnot inside. Then I can just open these vents a little bit if I need to. But I've kept them closed now because I'm trying to keep I'm trying to get the temperature up and the humidity, obviously. So yeah, buzzing. So I just wanted to show you something quick with the egg baskets, right? When you slide them in, they kind of naturally stop there. What I've just realised is when I was getting the trays to tilt, what you've got to be careful of, that isn't as far back as they need to be. You need to lift the back of the tray up and lift it back that little bit more. So you can see it goes back another I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. Just lift the back of the tray up and make sure that they all go back. Otherwise, when it's tilting, I'll just show you this one here. It's starting to tilt now. If that was where it kind of naturally wanted to go, you'll see it starts to catch and it starts to lift it up. So you've got to be really careful with that, because they was all catching and it was all getting all jammed up. I had a bit of a panic on. And then I realised that they go back that little bit more, so I thought I would share that, because I can imagine a lot of people have damaged their boxes or damaged the mechanism or caused all sorts of damage without realising that, because if it went into a tilting cycle and you wasn't watching it, the whole thing would just get completely jammed up. And yeah, I thought that was something that needed to be addressed really. But they go in where they need to be. Just make sure that you lift the back of the tray up and slide them all the way to the back, and then you'll have no problems. So, all good. That's it. So if they're not running in line, there's some buttons up here that you can press. Press and hold the two together to get to do a full cycle, or you can just press the minus button after you've pressed that, and it will just start turning them. And at any point that you want to stop it from tilting, just press the minus button again. It will say pause there, and it will stop them wherever you want. Because if it's on the tilt, it makes these really hard to get out. So far so good. Steph just said about going to our poultry breeder that we buy a lot of our chickens and chicks from, and ducks and whatnot, and see if he's got any fertilised eggs he might want to part with. Steph, what do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
Should we go do it?
Yeah, I'm going to see my mum as well.
Can do, yeah.
Just pop in.
Can do.
Hi. Yeah.
Hi. So if anyone's interested in the Brinsea products, I'll leave a link down in the description for their website. Like I say, all the research I've done on their machines. My poultry breeder, he uses Brinsea. He recommended it to me. The reviews online are absolutely outstanding, and the customer service is brilliant as well. It came really quick. I think they said it should have took 3 weeks. I think it only took 2 weeks, or less than 2 weeks to come, which is pretty good with everything that's going on at the minute with COVID and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really pleased. Yeah, check them out. Big shout out to Brinsea. Here they are. This one's coming out. There's some others pipping. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. On the dot, on the day, just as they're meant to be coming out, they're coming out. Hopefully they all hatch, because we had a big power cut. The incubator was off for, could have been 6 to 8 hours. And I thought, oh, it was like literally the day before that it was supposed to hatch, we had the power cut. Well, we've got one, and there's definitely some more pipping, so hopefully it ain't going to be a complete loss, but I would have said, due to the power cut, we're going to lose a few. So, with that being said, stay tuned, and I'll do a little time lapse and see some of the eggs hatching. I hope you enjoy. Peace out. yeah, we've kind of intervened this time because I think we need.
She would have died again.
We've never had it before. Not that we're really like we haven't hatched hundreds of chicks or nothing.
No, but yesterday
just
there
like
was
a dozen
one.
or so. So
she got stuck yesterday, and we didn't intervene because that's what you told not to.
Yeah, well, you don't want to.
Ended up dying.
But I think we've done the right thing there. I think this might have saved its life.
Well, we've been checking on her for the last few hours, haven't we? In and out.
Yeah.
Just popping her head in and seeing if she's made any progress. And each time we've come back and helped her pick a little bit more of shell.
Yeah, it's just
and then
happening.
it started drying.
The bits of shell that we picked off, the membrane we left it on, and then that dried, and as you see then, it was like sticking to her face. So
yeah. Sorry about that, chick.
No worries, but she's out now, so she can dry off, and hopefully she'll warm up and be healthy like the others. Yeah, like the others. So stay tuned. So there you go. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 chicks hatched out of the 10, which is pretty good for our incubator. 50%'s actually pretty good because it's not a great incubator. And I couldn't tell you which one it is, but one of these guys here is one of the ones that we helped out of the shell. And well, she done really, really well. They're all coming along really nicely now. They're all about a week old. These guys are about 4 weeks old.
Lavenders.
Yeah, lavenders. Well, 2 of them are, and then the one in the middle, there's something not right there. Yeah, Charlie, lift up the mesh. So we've got 2 lavender Peking hens and 1 lavender Peking cockerel. And this is what they look like at 4 weeks old. Really light, lovely light grey. I suppose that's where the lavender part of the name comes from. And somehow, so we know, so we keep, hold him Charlie please. No, just let him rest in your hand. So we keep our lavender Pekins separate from all the other birds to make sure that we get pure lavender Pekins. So we've got hens and a cockerel that are they all stay together. And somehow, out of the 3 that hatched, we got a red one. And I think, I don't know how it's possible, but like the only other cockerel we got is a red silky, like ginger silky. We call him Rodders. So I'm saying Rodders has definitely got in because you can see the colour difference between the 2. There's no way. So one of the hens has been a bit, yeah, she's been up to no good. She's been a bit naughty. What's happening, guys? Thanks for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free, in case you didn't know. How long does it take to just subscribe and like our video? I mean, if you didn't like it, alright, you didn't like it. If you don't want to subscribe, well, bothered.